So, Exagone Matters. People ask is how that is always Republican and Democrats' problem. Do they have is a problem? Actually, it's not the problem. And people ask us why is the Democrats doesn't have is right now is a right way to explain. Then that's the Exagone Matters. If we take it in a hitch like that, then we have to be understand is Exagone Matters is way is like nothing. There is no movement, nothing. But what Exagone created himself, it's an Exagone molecule, what gives only one interesting things like moment where we look at today internet is actually internet working backward we were going front. That means we moving in the future and the material coming in opposite side. That means it's untelling stories coming out of internet, give you news, and everybody working for that to open that what is Exagone Matter. Why that is like that? Because Exagone is created like honeybees have is a 6 corners what's make it time frame what is stop. But what we have now, we have to be understand that the way if we take it at the one side and another side, what is a two, what we have to call it is a white, blue and red. That's the his ways. When you have is a 100, then they call it a 100 is a 1 to 1 100 is 1 and 99, but actually that's not true. You have to understand when there's a 100 become, then they become in Exagone. What makes them the one, another one become top of 100, but become 101, what makes Exagone. That's the Exagone Matters. Why that is right now is people who believe they life what they live in 50 years, hundreds of years, thousands of years. They want to believe that the mind is work for that. So that means that if we're talking about now is the Exagone, what is created is a time frame where time is stopped and two sides have to be now to wait a time when the time it's 101 become again 102 or going 103. So that's how that's moving. What's created opposite direction. So because Exagone molecules is a funny. If you take it in the dust, what you actually in the eyes you doesn't see. When becomes 6 corner, that call it as a stop time frame, or makes it become creation, because it's everything in a balance. It's balance. So it's a no-how movement. So how now is a can't move and become movement when is Democrats or Republicans want to now is find out what is he is 10101 moment. What is it? It's Exagone started to move. Then it's only can be when is white energy, what is actually is the lightest blue energy. Nobody don't see that in the eyes. So, but the honeybees see that. So when that time frame began, why we call it in a darkest blue, like is our mother, or is darkest blue in an situation, but he eating. You look like it's a white color. Yeah, he eat only white color. That's the food, what they call it, eating, but actually it's the darkest blue. So, and if everybody take it in a Elohim and look at when it's a forerunners close that inside was white, but when it's close, it's becoming a dark. So, but what is happening is a time frame. It's eating that what is a past, what is a negative, and he shoot out another side. So that means it's a shit flying out. That's its negative matter, everything like that. But what is important, what is it, everybody have to understand, crime makers and like that, you have is a time frame. Yeah, now is all that is Democrats and Republicans. They knows that this moment when is a new species it's become available. It's not that no everybody can, because nobody don't knows. Do he coming now is a red, or he become blue? Do is the evil, or do is like is a peace element? But like we know, it's a peace element. No can't exist. It's no can't exist, because if it's peace element is hexagon. What means is we are in the balance situation where everything stopped. That why is honeybees created for queen much bigger sail. What is not hexagon? What that means to another species, they knew that that is not anymore hexagon. That's the new sail, which is much bigger. And when the queen are born out, then we take it that off. We call it that as like as a cancer syndrome. Cancer want to create new species. And that actually is honeybee who created. And that's working in every species, like ants, and they do it, but they don't have hexagon. So it's people have to learn what is hexagon matter. So, and when that is a time frame, right, where we exist right now, because I'm here, I have to make sure that you learning, you started to create it, you started to build. You doesn't look like it. I don't like it, that person, because he looks like cow. I don't like it, that person, because that is like it's a bull, or that's chicken. You know, cat, because that is not your choice to think. That's why we call it as a drone have is this kind is imaginable power to use one's mind and control the time frame, because what is actually right now is happening. Mother is starting to born. So I am he is a son, because I put the time frames to start. So new species. What is people have to hexagon time frame is it's. Let's take it like that. This is Democrats, this is Republican. If now become, we say it's new species born, they call it like as a must be biggest devil. So, and now is what is happening that do they get in this God time? No. The person who is a negative have to be moving a backward. So that means that this kid's going back in the 1990s, 1920s. They have their own civilization. And that's what is a universe is why we have so different species, because somebody going back. They get, like we call it, if it's right now is a Democrat thinking, we're losing everything. How you can lose everything if you get back, you demonize it, civilization somewhere in the universe. How you can say it, you're losing. How is be it, we're losing. If we doesn't lose, we have that small planet like Earth. It's a very tiny planet. So, and what is now is happening, our kids who are traveling over here, so they started to build much cleaner environment, much smarter environment like that. So we win, they win. So, and now is become what is happening with drone. If you look at the, it's a small, yeah, it's a 178. So now it's become a question: do I go bigger or do I go smaller? No. That's what is people have to be understand it. The hexagon, it works always like this way. It's we created a bigger. We go in the world. If I was failed, I have to go backward. What means I don't go in a even smaller, but I go in even the bigger democratic sites, or I go in bigger Republican sites. So that's what we call it. This is information and how that it works, because that's both sides. What now is happening is that the center is an hexagon where everybody are in stop moment. That's like stop moment. We build it. So when I get the fuck out over here, kids started to continue. Democrats have right now is a time to start to think what they really wanted, because it's democratic fools going backward the same way like we're going forward. So you have two options. To go higher civilization or lower civilization. No, both actually is a higher civilization. Demons have higher civilization and smarter have higher civilization. So we're like Republican who build something for like Earth have to become in a bigger environment, have to become in a cleaner, everything have to be worked out like that. Now, as a democratic side is the same. It's what made it, that's how that works. And people is walking and thinking, come on, I'm in somewhere in a shit hole. But you have to learn one thing, that how is hexagon can be like is a mutation, a moment. If we take it like is even my skin, and we take it here and we put in a virus, what is actually happening? And the two sides started warming. Warming means is the meat started to go in a yellow, red, green, whatever. He generate. Now, the question is which color they get that over. So, and he do it in a bubble, 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 and they get over. It's very simple. It's very simple to understand, and like internet is full of no, many people will maybe look at that as how the hell is they make it these kind of things. Some stars where there's a truck looks like is Trump house, yeah, it's a big, massive, and I'm so small. So that's a big civilization who need workers, people who love to travel. Because you imagine that you're living in a civilization where nothing doesn't move because somebody hold it. You're in a prison. You are tired. You are tired. So, like past hold it. Why the past hold it so hard? Us in the prison. Because nobody don't want to actually go you back as 17th century, because today you have a computer, you're going to see different things, and you imaginable world become much bigger, you make your own choices, but still you love that moment. But why that is a moment is important, like we call it hexagon moment. It's a species who live here can continue to exist. But we have to make sure that civilization members learning to protect them like they have to be. Murderers, killers, they have to be to travel backward. What means is that is a democratic waiting them. They waiting them. The monsters waiting them. They no. That's again is a question: is if somebody look at the honeybee face and look at like I don't know, lion's face, look at that. That is a nutshell phases, you know. But that's the reality, because it's one day you have to be find the peace, and when you find the peace, then you find who you really are and why it is like that. But when you have is 7.4 billion parasites also fighting each other, it's what the hell? No, and that right now we have that is all the demons, all the no have a species. We don't say gods. Gods doesn't exist, because no matter where you're traveling, there is the both side always. And now the question is, we can't explain is all the species. What is that? The matter. And now is hexagon effect is very simple. So it's if we blue star get more education, they get the same way. We can say it's a brown planet or green planet or whatever there. So which kind in a species live there, they get the same. Education is for them even the same, because they want to change, because they want to be smarter. But now it's becoming a question of why is a Star Wars people doesn't understand. It's resources, uneducated, qualification, reading, what means it's you, I don't know, burn all the water out, what is left? Is everything changed? So, and then it's becoming a food supply. You need that. So, because if your brain is dead, then the planet started to die. And that means it's become mutation, civilization. And if they have a spacecraft, then it's become a critical situation. And then we need this kind, like is Helos, who's going, do you stop the virus, or you destroy the virus, or you make sure before it happening? That stays as a why is it's very, very important that is people understand is your life. I don't give a damn what my kids do, you know. Do what you want, yeah. But keep in mind that one day you have to be to face that. To laziness give you something to balance what is. That have to be to motivate others to think. If they don't want to think, call them out, like we say. It's homeless people. They know that this civilization not them. They don't like it. They don't understand. They don't want to be part of that. They have that something in the behind. They want to go back. And that's the easiest. There is not this kind of things that Democrats now is losing and Republicans now is winning. It's not like that. Star Wars is it is that is one thing what is become when is some species doesn't educate themselves at like example they have is some kind of technology, space, ships. Of course, they're traveling because it's like criminals. Criminals, you the same. Why they running around and they want to get the free lunch? How is it that? But what Exagone created them like is how is a planet surface is born? Only thank you for Exagone, because if there is nanoparticles become one, become two, they coming together, they doesn't move. They doesn't move because they're identical. They doesn't move. So then it's what means that it doesn't move. If both sides doesn't move, then it says coming that the movement they pressing each other and get the thirst, what put that is now particle to run. So when is it 3? So when it's a 4, yeah, again stop. When it's a 4, it started spinning again. 5, it started spinning again. Right now, when we look at that, we have as a galaxy where we have 8 planets. What that means, it's very simple to understand why we have that moment, because it's a species, alien species, love that. It's a, hey guys, we have right now is a very good new surface ring. We can put again hexagon moment. So let's put new inside what makes 9 planet. Again, started to spinning. What makes that? But we have to be sure a planetary is right now that, because as if it's coming number 9 planet in that surface, of course you doesn't see that because it's become so small planet behind us. So, and we moving, small coming in, small coming in, small coming in. And what is another side is happening, halo surface, it's that, where we call it, the white energy, would actually heat that antimatter and kick out with rocks, because that is nothing to do with that shit there, because that is a past. But now the question is, who get that again? And here's coming, the Democrats knows that. It keep the pressure so much that the bigger rocks we get, the bigger surface we get, the better new galaxy reform is right now is happening, because everybody love. If you doesn't like it, my words, like how I build, so, and Democrats knows that, oh, I don't like it to be the peace. They're the fucking idiots, they're all fucking crazy, they are like that. They look too much as sci-fi movies. No, I want my word where is my running around and do their own shit, you know. It's and that's easy. How is a past actually doesn't lose anything, and the who traveling in the future, they even doesn't lose anything when we are in an hexagon situation. An hexagon, it is that when we pressing two sides together to see who give up and who doesn't give up, and when that's happening, that means a new species become. You become bigger, your evolution can continue to grow, people educate themselves. Look, 100 years, so many people is going back. They're dying out, they're going, who want to be cats, he's running and look at you in the bed, and then he don't give a damn, give me just the food. So why I have to be doing something if you are a nice person? Okay, do it for me. So somebody look at these dogs, he want to train, you know, is it because his master is a dog, you know, like he's a bulldog, you training him, you play with him, you do it that. No, that is, again, is a difference. So it's a people have to be like understand it. That's the easy. It's a both side. That's what we call it start. Hexagon effect. Hexagon is a matter. So it's a Republicans and Democrats have to be to understand future is the city design changing, and how that changing, because that's this is when there's a big brother is here, he doesn't give a damn how the city looks today, because I like it to see much futuristicum building solutions and designs and everything like that. What I doesn't like it, no, that's again, everybody started to screaming, and when I tell it's a big guy street, what is a drone street, that I want to take that fucking bullshit out, the sex shops, all this is nightclubs. Excuse me, that doesn't exist in the city of honey. That is, we call it city of honey. No, that is a syrup. Because if you translate syrup, you have to understand syrup is like Sir smiling the bee. who the hell coming back and build that what have to be? Because when we're going in the future, we exist a lot of nice places, no? Of course, people say do you know which kind is a psychopaths you can look under the helmets, in other words. No, we have is a world where we have to use helmets, because if I decided to become in a police force in some mining site, because you have to understand it's a anti-top matter. It's not like you have to look universe, because why we say the universe is full of shit, but that's is unwork it out. How we can create new star system, how we can create that. That's this why we need it. Biggest machine, biggest that, because there is a full of all of shit. Because it's zillions of years, you doesn't see that, because everybody make the big shit, leave that behind, keep going. What was the purpose? The purpose was to reach the level of that where we came from. That was the first tree. The same was other species, they was the same. So now it's connected with star to star, and we have lots of beautiful explanation, and that's what made it universe behind the Milky Way so crazy. It's like we living inside of big rock. But we are created own space, and the space is guarded with drones. Who knows that? We need digging persons, because can't change people behavior who working like a miner today, and maybe never change. Like monkeys doesn't want to change. They don't want to go. They want to be who they are. But what they always ask, I want to get paid, and I want to grow my kids. What my kids want to do? Maybe they want to be like that. Like I can change myself. Zillions of years is following my mother, because my mother going first. He gave me birth, and say, Mom, you give me my life, I look after your life. I don't give a damn. So, and that's these houses peace. Small honeybee always make it. And now if we look at that as a hexagon effect, when his mother started to build the comb like that. Why is like that? Because it's every son who is over there. It's me. And now as a new species is born, it's my mother. What I do to tell her, oh mother, you are ugly aliens, I don't like it. No, evolution is created, and you follow just the evolution and waiting your time, and that's the easiest. I'm here to teach you. So mother is born. When she is born, I have to start to give up. When she gave the first draw for life. So my time coming over here, and I going over there. So that's can't change, because if you are a drone, you are always drone. Your mission is to be drone. Can't change that. That's this. It's why when you look at it, why the drone is the same. Why is because it's not like that. Like people thinking, oh, I can take a knife and I go to cut it. That is a brain. Oh, take it. That what you have is a good. Even you don't understand what the hell is his brain. You doesn't see. You doesn't understand. But that's the reason why we call it is Louis XVI. He doesn't like it. Cut the fucking head of everybody. No, It's that's the mind works, how the people see things, how they believe things. That's the easy. They have own civilization. They have the king civilization. They don't doesn't the brain is not open for that. It's a civilization. It's a colony civilization. How you put them everybody to understand. How you make them to understand that everybody Geats is somebody whole species kids, and they have to take care of the same time, because it's a stupid people always do stupid things. There is internet is full of that, you know? And that's this is I'm hanging here, and what I'm doing, I type that as a machine here. Look at that, what is over there site universe, what is over there site universe, what is behind, and everything. So what you do? I'm educating myself when mother still is not born, species not born, the new queen is not born. So because the son have to make it fun. Oh, do it that. Teach them, everybody. Because my job is to go away. That's this how is a whole queen always going first. Why? Because it's a strong key fees that when they recognize that, yes, all the colony look at that, it's yes, we passed, we get that moment, hexagon effect, was everything started to stop and started to move. So both sides started to work each other against each other, only that it broke the time frame that the geese can fly, and that makes that is we moving right now in the future. And I'm unhappy when I have to born even like in a Mars, ways, maybe it's always an insect. Two, I'm sad. No. That's the easy. How is a species calling their own kids? Why? Because you are drone, you are drone. And how we recognize drones? Drones are always the kids who doesn't listen nobody, because he can't listen nobody, because his mother, he's give his birth, go away and take a new place to make new colony. So she is eating, and you have to be in your mind to understand what's going on, and that makes sometimes you crazy. You doesn't understand what the hell is going on. What is that? You drone have to take the balance and move that balance. Do this is right. Do this is wrong, and that's like we call it is. We are borrow mice over here sucking my blood and my brain and wanted it. Don't give them. Don't give them. Don't go away. Don't please go away. Stay with us. It was nice to kill everybody. Take a knife and sausage. Oops. But that's the civilization of past. And if you look at that, that's the species always hunting. Everybody hunting. But when you are a colony member, then your life is not okay, ruin it, because that's this, the past us too much shit, but the future calling, because we need a workforce, we need every force to take down that, what you doesn't see, the same like you have to be digging in a word. So it's I don't know, people prepare to travel and be happy, because it's anyway one day is coming that day when I have to get the fuck out over here and I get new place. And now it's become one thing what people doesn't understand. Even United States government doesn't understand. Why I told is I turned that somebody look at my Facebook. It's I put the Congress House in upside down. It's like how a home is alien species. It's when my mother is born and Drone is my father is over there. They do with me. Bing. First get home. So now is a first phase get it home. First solar. So now they started to do it workers. Workers started to, but I don't. So, and now we're waiting here to anybody coming home Maybe 100 years, maybe 500 years, depends. When is our time again to take the one face back home? And that's the change civilization, a new civilization where I go, and no, we have to be prepared. We look different because that's this is when I go home. I am 3 meters long. You know, my job is nothing to do. My job is look take small ones, but my job is to go war, space war. My job is to stay in a space outside ring. What is the most important things to look and nobody don't attack your mother, your civilization. That's this is it's not so easy. It's not so easy to keep it. We have this kind of environment like this. Oh, we can see going fishing and every soldier who is give their life different species. Okay, let's show you then where you came from. Find out yourself. Enjoy the time frame, and because that's it. I don't know. People must change the behavior, because when is it the time frame is, if you have as a 2B behavior, that means no, we doesn't do it like that. That we take it as a lions. Oh, you're a hunter. Now we put you back in the lion's life. Why? Because there is one. Let them now is billions of years to travel. Because who want to be in the middle of forest and hunting some species? He are proving everything. He is proving everything. You know? But what is many violence criminals doesn't understand that you always attacking who? Smaller, weaker, and using them. So now you see me, I go here, it's okay, let's play your fucking game. Now we play your fucking game. 40 years begun when I turned the seat upside down, and I doing my things anyway. So it's that's this is a pig and be small. Like hunting is small. We every day we killing them. And we come in humans' life and we thinking like that. Oh, let's mess up like that. You want to see yourself. One day you have to be drone. If you want to be. If you don't want to be, you stay in the middle of shit. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Stay. You don't want to travel. Go back. And that's the easiest way is that it's people who don't believe the future, civilizations, who doesn't believe how hard some civilization works to get that full time frame. And here we are. And behind the Milky Way, of course, there is a big shit. Where's every high civilization working? We have guardians, and after guardians, we have workers who are working for minerals to bring that and make that so dusty. Why is it so important to understand why we make it as the big rock so dusty? Why we're broken down? Only the purpose is to put them to spinning. When they're spinning, it's the free machine what create himself universe. Why we have to think something, this kind of things that, oh, I started to melt every fucking minerals, right? Fuck, you are a fucking crazy civilization. Universe is created for that. What is the Exagone Matters? But to create that effect, we need the workers who work over there to probe that big pieces, different species, what started going and come in. Let's explain again. Because we have 8 planets. So we get the moment of Exagone. Nothing no can more. Planets. And the rocks no can't. They can only go around that because it's 8. 8. It's can only do it rings around us. Of course, now the people will say it's some rock, some stones coming. But how they coming then if it's balance? What you have to understand is that you moving each other. They make it dust, small business. But now if they moving a little bit back, that's happening. Some rocks take it another direction and break the seal and coming, and then you have a poof, some poof in a planetary, and then you have a fire and all the shit. So humans have to understand is a space explorer is not like that, and aliens knows that we have to deal with that because we have collected this time frame, so many rocks, and now we have to put them to spinning to create a new planet. And these rocks have to be started to shaking and make it dust and coming slowly to this spinning world. Who is a fucking idiots? I don't know. So it's that what American scientists we make it that and we make it that. Fuck you. Why can't go closer to when there's a star reform? Because there is this kind of speed, there is this kind of temperature that you're not capable to go over there to control. You're not capable to control. And that's what there is right now. We have an internet what move information upward, not in the frontward. People who are reading news and thinking, what the hell I'm looking now? I don't understand what the hell they talking about. Unexplained information in ARPANET need that give out. All the shit's coming. But actually it's not coming, it's coming backward. So that is many people videos saying what is Democrats doesn't want it 50 years ago, it's coming now. Why? Because they're moving backwards, we're moving forward. But actually we're both moving one direction. And censor create that moment. So back forward, we're going forward. Both going. Because it's both to have as a both mission to succeed the evolution, because it's when you put this a whole full people in a one bot and you put one smart people over there, and that started to spinning, everybody's brain started to spinning, what means you created them even smarter. So if we doesn't do that, then like is a big bala bala boom. What is when zillions of years take it time, when if you take it as a big massive rock somewhere like Gran Canaria, so you take it over there, they call it as a space rock, different material, difference like that. But there is one thing what people don't understand. Even they might you pressing, one moment after be coming in a break. Some part have to be give up. And that's how that is a poof begun and life continue. You people say, oh, I don't remember what this was over there. And how to explain that? Because, like, we was pyramids, and we was that, and we do it that, and we do it that. But how the hell we do that? Aliens do that. Why can say that? It's not as aliens. It's big brothers. Let's make fun. Why that was so important? Hexagon law. Because when you get this first step, like it's a first ring, then you wanted the second ring. And the second ring, you can make it much faster. Why? Because its purpose is you get more space. And now it's become, and when you get more space, it's wars happening. Because like you see, we have as 200 countries who fighting each other over and over and over and over and over again, and doesn't ask a simple question: where you came from? So, do we give up zillions of years hard work? No. We know that. I don't believe any human being, no matter which civilization site you came from, this is you are. I don't believe that nobody want to go back zillions of years, sitting in the middle of rock and nothing to understand, nothing to see, to wait when something broke apart. So that's the hexagon effect. And when you get that, then it's simple. The drone say it's no. Probably I was the foolest idiot. I told my probably grandfather, listen, I have this idea. Well, grandfather asked, what the hell are you talking about? I told him, let's make it then is much faster. Let's build that, do it that. Grandfather told us, you are too small. I told him, you're not too small. You are 3 meters long. Maybe you can help me. And you do it. Put up. Let's do it like it's was. Let's go back. Why that is so important? Let's go back. Not the purpose. When it's a small planet's reform, it is that we have knowledge of who came from over this planet. We know who born in a Mars. We know which species coming over there. But the problem is humans no was capable to become peace civilization. They always want to be. No. But we look at that as over one side. We look at over another side. No. And that's easy. If you people doesn't understand it when you're coming in the first time. Somebody idiot said, this small geek is very smart, Let's do it like he said. Everybody started to collect money. Still today. So, and everybody stolen his ideas. Now what you do? Okay. And then is coming somebody and shoot you in the head. Poof. You're dead. You don't earn anything. Go away. You understand? Fuck you, no. And now it's become that as to any species forgive that. What we done to you and what you give us return. So, and that is let's put so messy the time frame. It's easy to do it. Because it's people killing much faster. They don't want to live their life. They don't want to. And that's this. It's only the moment, probably, again, I was so crazy. I always listen to my mom. When I recognize that when the hexagon effect coming, then it's I can do it my job. I can teach my brothers much easily. I can explain much easier my fucking brain. And my colony understand much easily how the shit works. And that's the easiest 3-4-3. Ass, seat, ass. Somebody ass, take it down, put in a seat. But how you explain when you have here in a civilization, everybody fucked up? It's easy. I go away, people continue their nice life, and they mess up. Somebody coming anyway and tell, hey, this doesn't work. That even can be honest. Then you're going backward. You're going life in the back, not in the front. So that's this that's which shit you wanna run. And now people walking around, they feel maybe it's capable to exist like that. I'm not a robot. I'm no robot. No. I don't need the robot. I never believe robots. Machine, yeah, computer is okay. to go and clean the mess, because you leave the shit, 99% what is started to stay like that. They are full of shit. No? So it's a time frame where we are is created. Thank you for Exagone effect. Well, I don't know. People have to start to understand. And many civilizations want that their kids coming home, because so many planets is destroyed, so many civilizations destroyed. Many civilizations have like viruses. They don't have workforce. They don't have, because let's explain what means is when you have is civilization moment where everybody is killed and you have is two idiots, two men who believe the one shit, like dinosaurs, or two dragons who are fighting to prove it that we are the builders. Doesn't even work. So now is a good question: is the Chinese? Why, like, is the Chinese? Is, hey, we need them that they grow. Why Europe have to be grow? Only the purpose the phases have to become. They kids marry with our kids. We don't have to go fucking war that, because it's when the kids coming, they can travel to our star system. They can come and enjoy our lives like we live. That's these, and not to give up the blood. No, if you give up the blood and put that in the shit, is to the welcome rock space. No, space rock. It's that's this is Exagone is a purpose. Why is honeybee so important? They give that. Imagine that it's a hexagon, put time frames to stop, to give that grass, to give species and phases, and that's it. What's that? Somebody coming.